So Caitlin Clark went on against a men's practice team.
This clip, filmed 2 years ago in a practice gym in Iowa, is just now making the rounds, thanks to Caitlin Clark's recent interview with David Letterman. It shows a jaw-dropping moment of talent. Her team was trailing by 15 points against the men's practice squad when Caitlin suddenly caught fire, scoring 22 points in just 2 minutes. The gym went silent. No one could believe what they were seeing.
Yes, I understand this is a men's practice squad. I get that because there are some people out there trying to poo-poo this, but I'm sorry, I don't know a world where I'm going to exactly poo-poo 22 points in 2 minutes.
The video makes it clear why people are comparing her to Steph Curry. She sinks one tough shot after another. Deep threes from the logo, stepbacks with defenders all over her, and everyone drops cleanly through the net. It's a rare look at what longtime fans have known all along. We're watching a once-in-a-generation talent make basketball history.
22 points in 2 minutes.
It was funny because we had a high school girls basketball team there that day. So we had a little audience and we were up in our practice gym and they were like jumping out of their chairs going crazy.
It all happened in an Iowa practice facility. The women's team was down by 15, facing off against a group of male students, skilled, competitive players who volunteered to challenge them. These guys were bigger, stronger, and knew the game inside out, making it a real uphill battle. This moment came up during Caitlin Clark's interview with David Letterman.
Iconic scrimmage.
There is.
Yeah.
But nobody knows if it actually happened because
It
nobody
happened.
actually saw it.
No, you know what happened.
Yes. So we have a practice team that's just all guys. They have to be students at the university. They basically just volunteer their time, and I think we were down 15. So we like make a couple threes. We cut it to like 10, maybe, I don't even know.
Now, when you say we make a couple of threes, was it you or was everybody making threes?
It was me, but the points went to the Iowa Hawkeyes. So I think I had 22 points in 2 minutes was the moral of the story.
I'm sorry.
You could see the frustration building on Caitlin Clark's face as the gap widened. Her energy shifted, setting tougher screens, calling for the ball with urgency, moving with serious purpose. The gym echoed with the squeak of sneakers and quick claps for passes. Then, something changed. A look in her eyes said she was done waiting. And just like that, in a span of 2 minutes, she exploded, going from standout player to unstoppable force. Experts who watch the footage call it one of the wildest things they've ever seen on a basketball court.
Yeah, let's take a look at that practice, being like you didn't think the practice was going to happen. So Caitlin Clark pulls up from 27-ish feet, way beyond the NBA three-point line.
The footage shows Clark hitting shots from 27, even 33 feet out, right from the logo. These weren't lucky throws. They looked as smooth and confident as free throws. The men's practice team quickly realized what was happening. They tried to stop her by double-teaming her and putting their best defenders on her, but nothing worked. She was in the zone. With stepbacks and quick-release jumpers, she kept creating space and sinking shots that had no business going in. But every time, the net snapped like it was routine.
And last possession, Caitlin Clark shoots a running one-leg shot to ice it. Yeah, I don't know if they won the game or not, but yeah, we've seen that clip. And that is one of the craziest things I think we will ever see in basketball.
The numbers say it all minus 22 points in just 2 minutes and against male defenders. The video backs it up. Shot after shot dropped in, each one chipping away at the lead until it was gone. A high school girls team watching from the sidelines sat stunned, jaws dropping with every basket. The guys on the practice squad exchanged looks, shaking their heads in disbelief. Even her own teammates looked shocked. And Clark? She summed it up with a simple, almost casual, "Oh my gosh," as if she hadn't just delivered one of the most incredible performances anyone had ever seen.
3 in a row in like a minute. I was like, oh my gosh, like I couldn't believe it. I was like running around and we ended up winning, and our boy practice players didn't hear the end of it. They still don't. Like I still love to bring it up to them. We talk a lot of crap, so.
1 minute, the women's team was struggling against tougher, stronger opponents. The next, they were riding a Caitlin Clark surge that changed everything. The footage makes it clear, this wasn't just a hot streak, it was something more. It was the moment she showed she might be a once-in-a-generation talent, completely flipping the script on the men's practice squad.
Fortunately, not only that, a couple of days later she did this. She did this. Like, this is one of the most absurd games of basketball you will ever see. And regardless of what she did early in that game, they're playing against a number 5 ranked Michigan team. They have Iowa have 6 players. They're down 14 going into the fourth. And it is absurd what Caitlin Clark does in this game.
Basketball IQ like Caitlin Clark's doesn't stay under the radar for long. But somehow, this footage stayed hidden for 5 years, one of the sport's best-kept secrets. That is, until she casually brought it up during her interview with David Letterman. No bragging, just a simple mention, 22 points in 2 minutes against a group of guys. That one moment sent fans scrambling to find the clip. And once they did, it completely shifted the conversation around her move to the WNBA. What had quietly lived inside the Iowa basketball circle for years suddenly became a cultural moment. The performance was no longer just a story. It was proof.
Nobody knows if it actually happened because
It
nobody
happened.
actually saw it.
No, you know what happened.
Yes.
People saw it. Caitlin, people saw it.
On Letterman, the way she told the story was refreshingly low-key. Just a casual comment, almost like she was talking about what she had for breakfast. That's classic Caitlin Clark, doing something extraordinary and treating it like it's just part of the job. It's that quiet confidence, that humility, that's become her signature, and a big reason fans feel such a strong connection to her. Letterman interview aired, social media went wild. Basketball fans everywhere turned into detectives, questioning whether this scrimmage was real and if Clark had really dominated that way. The basketball world became fixated on finding proof of what sounded almost too incredible to believe. When the footage finally surfaced, it spread like wildfire, capturing the attention of fans just like the legendary flu game footage did for Michael Jordan's generation. It's been better for Caitlin Clark as she prepared for her second season. This video resurfaced just when it was needed, reminding everyone why her arrival had created so much excitement. It was like a time capsule, opening at the perfect moment and showing exactly what made her stand out from the start. This scrimmage has now become a key chapter in Clark's basketball journey, one of those pivotal moments that insiders point to and say, "We knew it from the beginning." The footage captured the exact moment everyone in that gym realized they were witnessing something truly special.
Clark is rightfully proud of.
Makes this viral moment so powerful is the contrast between Caitlin Clark's explosive performance and her unwavering humility. Even as millions watched her dismantle a men's practice team with near-perfect precision, she stayed focused on the team, shifting attention from individual achievements to collective goals. This mix of unmatched brilliance and genuine humility is what makes her such an appealing figure in basketball. Turning the tables on those male defenders wasn't just about grit, it was about Clark's skill, which completely transcends gender in the game. When you watch the footage closely, it's almost as if there's a scientific quality to her shooting ability. Those defenders literally had no answer for what they were seeing.
Whoever it was she was being interviewed by, like, it was her, and obviously being interviewed by two male basketball people, and they were like, "That girl from Iowa though, that girl from Iowa." Like, Super, it's trying to hype up Paige, and they're just like, and this is before 2023, this is before all of this stuff, they're like, you know, that girl from Iowa shoots from half court.